Hello everyone, this is John
Kate.
and we're here to show you how to use the new progress review system. So what we've decided to do this year is combine the pastoral behaviour system with the progress review system so that any contacts the behaviour team make will be included in your stats. Slightly differently how we're doing it this year, but just to recap that all parents must be contacted by half term. There's a variety of ways in which that can be done via telephone, face-to-face interview, and also using group call. The target this year is quite challenging. We had a 90% target last year, and we reached it, we smashed it 92%, so we're going to go to 95% this year. So what we're going to do, I'm going to ask a series of questions and Kate's going to go through how you do this in SIMS. So first of all, Kate, I've contacted a parent, I've had a chat with them about student progress, maybe I've had an interview with them. How do I go about entering that into the new system?
Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to search for that student that you've contacted.
Yep.
And then what you'll need to do is to click on behaviour and then click on new under the behaviour category. And this time you need to select progress leader.
Great.
You don't need to fill in any other information apart from the activity type, which again will be progress group. You fill in your contact.
So that would say whether it was by telephone, by group call, or via face-to-face or whatever, yeah?
It would be the feedback that you've had with the parents, so if there's anything that they'd want to raise that you make in there.
Great.
Your status will be resolved because there won't be any follow-up. And then this is the bit that you really do need to focus on for everything to work. You need to either enter that it was two-way conversation, two-way email, two-way text, or that it was a parent meeting.
Right.
Once you've filled in that information, you click OK and then click Save again, and then that will then trigger everything else.
Smashing. I suppose the two-way conversation is the same as a parent meeting, isn't it? But yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm a progress leader. I'm halfway through the half term, and the head of house is saying you haven't contacted some of your kids. How do I find out which parents I need to contact?
Okay, so there's two ways to go about it. The first is to come to the data team and get the report placed onto your SIMS. If you're a bit more adventurous and you want to try it yourself, you just simply go to Report and Run Report. Expand Focus and Student, and then click in here and start typing Progress. And you'll see that there's a report called Progress Leaders to be contacted.
So that's a template that you've already pre-created, I see.
Correct. So then what you'll need to do is you'll need to select the term dates.
Now for this term, that will be the start of term, which will be the 1st of September you could do until half term, which is Friday the
23rd of
23rd
October.
of October. Great.
So you just go to October and then to the 23rd and then select OK.
So what that's now doing is it's looking through all the parent contacts that the progress leaders have, but also any contacts that the pastoral team have made with the family as well.
Correct. So then this has all the students that haven't been contacted, so these need to be contacted. So the best way to do it is to...
So that's across the whole academy,
across the whole academy, not just your...
So we're going to do a simple sort in Excel, I see. Yeah.
So highlight the top column and click sort, and then click on the filter and then type in your group and then click OK, and that's the students that you need to contact for this half term.
Fantastic. As I say, just to recap, we only want you to enter information into here when you have actually made contact with the parent. Okay, just another quick question. How do I see my overall status? So obviously Mr. Sybil set a very challenging target of 95% this year. So how do we actually find out the current status for my progress group?
Again, so this is a second report, so we go to Report, Run Report.
And again, this is one that if the member of staff comes up to the data team, they can put this as a favourite, is that right?
That's correct.
Or they can do it themselves.
They can.
Great.
So again, start typing progress, and it's the second one this time, Progress Leaders Parent Contact Tracker.
Okay.
You then select the date range for the term.
Same as before, 1st of September to the 23rd of October in this instance.
Yep. And then OK.
So this will give an overview of my progress group and where I'm up to. Fantastic. I'm guessing it's quite a complicated report because oh, that's good. So we've got an overview.
Just click enable, sorry, and then
Yeah.
bring back up.
Okay. So what have we got there, Kay?
So on the top, it shows you how many students in the school have been contacted, and that be by progress leaders or the pastoral team. Then there's an overview of which house has been contacted by a year group, and then just towards the bottom is more of an analysis that shows you which progress group and how they've been contacted, whether it was parent meeting, two-way phone call, or email or text.
Fantastic. I suppose what's missing from here is the percentage. That's something that I'd be interested in. But once numbers have settled down, will there be a box at the side here, Kate, showing percentages? Is that right?
Yeah, once the year sevens have settled down and we've got an accurate figure of how many students are enrolled, just to the right will be a duplicate of the overview, and instead of being raw figures, it'll be their percentages.
And we can see that by house as well. So we can see percentage for obviously Marconi, which will be 100%, and percentage for children, which will be 100%, and the other houses which have yet to live up to 100%. Okay, anything else?
No, if new students do come and enroll, and you just need to let us know who the progress leader is and which progress group is, so we can always make sure that this is live and up to date.
Smashing. So if they want any of those shortcuts into their SIMS, they need to come to the data team. Lovely. Thank you very much indeed. That's great. Hopefully that's fine for everybody. If you need any help, come and talk to me or any of the data team. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks then.